Hey, all you recovering emo kids, Amanda and Rob here at the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. And today's episode, we are joined by Flaco from We Are Okay, a pop punk band out of San Diego.
Shout out San
It
Diego,
was,
greatest
yeah,
city in the world.
it was a great conversation too. Learned a lot about his reggae roots and what drew him to pop punk, what drew him to, writing the music that he's been writing now and getting out there and just the struggles of, being able to perform live, the scene in San Diego. It was such a fun conversation that we had. And yeah, I'm looking forward to everyone getting the chance to hear it.
It was very nice to have a fellow San Diegan on here where we could talk about similar things. Flaco is sick as hell. You guys are going to
Yeah.
like this, but you're probably watching this on the Emo Kids Anonymous YouTube page or Spotify or Apple. Go follow us. If you're not, I prescribed, like us on our socials as well. But follow things to stay up to date with all our stuff. And not only stay up to date, but like we really appreciate the support. Without
We
you, it
do.
would just be us. Like we say, the show's been going on. I think
Talking to the void.
we're coming up in 5 months, like without us,
Yeah.
it would just be, we would just be like publicly recording our, poor Amanda listening to
Conversations.
my rant sessions. Yeah. And just, yeah, she's babysitting me here. Yeah. So thank you, the listener. Amanda, do you want to say anything else before I send it to the interview?
No, just want to thank everyone for listening to us for the last like 5 months, and we appreciate it. And yeah, always check us out on our socials because besides just posting clips of our episodes,
We got some
sometimes we
great stuff.
might do some skits. We're budding actors over here
I want to say,
on Emo Kids
honestly, like
Anonymous.
our
So
main, like Amanda, like I had a whole YouTube, critically acclaimed hit YouTube show, Super Sexy Slutty Steaks, where I had a great producer and we kind
I
of
do
play off
remember
each
this.
other. I've been in bands, I've been in creative endeavors, I've had podcasts before this. I feel weird saying that. I know you weren't my first, but you're my
It's
last,
okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay.
you're my
That's more
forever.
important. That's
Yes, yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was drunk.
I'm
They didn't
Patrick
mean
Stump,
anything.
not Mikey Way. I'm Patrick Stump,
They
not
didn't mean
Mikey Way,
anything.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. This isn't
exactly.
some
Thank
Summer of
you.
Like shit. But
Okay.
for videos, dare I say, let me toot my own horn. One of us has an idea. Amanda's like, yeah, like we should, so far so fake. What do we do? Do we have any silly ideas? And I'm like, yeah, we should do something where like, you talk like, I'm like you're my pimp or something like that. Like I'm just some, fucking
I'm
treat me
just
like the
a
sloppy little party bomb. You're like, come
sleazy
on.
porno director telling
Right? Yeah,
him
I
he needs
believe you. Just come on.
to
I think you should. But it's just like you have ideas, send it over. And just, I feel like we read each other well. We got a
We do.
real Pete Patrick thing here. Where yeah, I really think we shine through on there. We get real Scorsese. Yeah,
We're
I do
trying real
believe we're
hard.
two of the better actors and better, producers, directors. They should give us a movie.
They should. We should have a
Paramount Plus.
movie.
I'm sorry what we said earlier. I recently subscribed to a free trial to watch the Charger game. Could we get a movie deal?
Yeah, and can we do it based off of the story of Flaco living in North Carolina? Because we talk about this
I
in the
guess,
episode,
yeah.
and yeah, he's got an interesting like something that would make for a good movie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
let's do
Tijuana
it.
strip club scene is only going in the unrated version, though. Let me just say.
Yep,
Okay.
that's Sex Drive R-rated version.
All right. Here's Flaco from We Are Okay.
Flaco, is that how I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. It is so nice to meet you. I see you have family. You're half Peruvian.
Half Peruvian, half Venezuelan.
Wonderful. Well, they say that because my husband is half Peruvian, and so makes my
Nice.
kids a quarter. Yeah. So I was like, I need to ask you what your favorite Peruvian food is. Is it lomo saltado?
I love lomo saltado, but I love ají de gallina. I don't know if you've had that. It's
Wait,
so good.
is that this the dish with like the potatoes and the egg and the sauce? Am I
And the chicken,
Yes, and I
and like
don't
the
know
shredded
how to
chicken.
pronounce it.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, ají de
I've had
gallina.
that. Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
so good.
Yeah, that is
Have you
delicious.
been to Peru?
I have not yet. My father-in-law keeps saying we have to make a trip, but he hasn't been there since the 70s. So I don't
Oh,
know
that's crazy.
because he came over like in the 70s. So I don't think he knows what Peru is like in 2025.
yeah.
But he's been talking about having a big family trip with all of our cousins and stuff because they all came here, like my cousin Omar and Manuel. They came here when they were like 8, 9 years old. So, and they're like, in their 40s now. But yeah, so
Nice.
yes, I always love seeing someone from Peru because I'm like, I have a little bit of a connection there. That's amazing. Okay. Yes. Anyways, but excellent. We are so
Very
glad to
good.
have you on the podcast today, Flaco, with We Are Okay, pop punk band from San Diego. Gotta love it.
Sir.
Southern California represent.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes.
familiar with San Diego. Yeah, we'll be talking San Diego later.
Yeah.
First off, I mean, yeah, you want to tell us who We Are Okay is, I guess, and are you
Yeah, for sure.
what the origin or villain origin story here of the band?
A little lore. Yeah, for sure. So basically I've been in bands since I was in college, but I was in reggae bands for like 10 years.
Where'd you go to college?
I'm actually from North Carolina originally.
Wow.
I went to UNCW on the coast, a little beach town in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
tobacco
Right.
country.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell
Marlboro
yeah,
country.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Southern boy. No, I was joking.
Okay. Okay.
Southern America, South America.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. It's the South.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a deep
I was an
South.
input. But yeah, I was born in North Carolina, and yeah, I was in a I was in a reggae band in college called Elephant Convoy that I started with my brother and some friends, and that's kind of where I got the bug for like the business and the industry, and making records and touring. And I was blessed enough that the music scene is not as competitive on the East Coast. Like there's not as many bands. My first band, like we grinded, but we got a lot of opening slots for like Iration, Slightly Stupid, Collie Buzz, like
Wow.
all these big reggae bands, like
Hmm.
This is
and
so weird. And this is in North Carolina?
yeah,
Because this is the most San Diego shit I've ever heard. Like
yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's why I moved to San Diego. After that band kind of fizzled out, like with some of the members,
Hmm.
I I kind of looked at my brother and I was like, hey man, let's just start our own thing. Like it was one of those things that just too many chefs in the kitchen,
Yes.
type thing, and like I was just dead set on like, hey, this is gonna be my life. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like a lot of money. I don't know if it's gonna be like whatever, but it's gonna be adventures. And I just kind of felt like contained in that first project. So then I started a second band called Operation Culture with my brother. And with that band, we got to do some East Coast tours. And then we made the jump and we moved to San Diego because he was actually at the time, I don't know if you know the band Hyrie. It's like this Hawaiian, it's like a big Hawaiian reggae band. It's this girl singer. He was the light guy.
Okay.
He's now the keyboard player for them. But
Okay.
and everything was in San Diego, like you just said, like, something stupid, all the
Yeah.
SoCal reggae stuff out here. That's where the scene was. And so we
Hmm.
moved out here 5 years ago, moved out, moved out with my wife. I had just got married. And then as soon as we got here, like literally went on a month tour, like the whole West Coast, did that whole thing, grinding nonstop. It was going well and I was having fun, but I wasn't excited about how the music was sounding, like on the records and even live. So after we played a show in Venice Beach, opening up for this Jamaican artist, Kabaka Pyramid, who won the Grammy last year, actually, and it was sold out. And I just remember like looking back at the footage and hearing it and being like, man, I'm just like not stoked with my art. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I went back to my little apartment in North Park, San Diego. Me and my
Shout out
wife were
North
living.
Park. Shout out North Park. What I don't yeah, I got totally doxxed, but like I lived on 35th or 36th and
Did you?
University in like City Heights right
Nice.
there. Yeah, like right down the road from like, kind of where it starts being North Park for a couple years, but I grew up
Yeah.
in PB. So like are you in like that part of North Park or more like kind of the residential part?
Rob over here,
I
Doc.
literally I literally was in a little apartment on top of a garage
Oh,
with my
wow.
wife, like this little small, it was literally like a one bedroom and a little closet, which was my studio. And I could throw a rock at the elephants. Like that's how close I was to Balboa Park.
Damn.
I
Damn.
couldn't
Okay,
really, I
okay.
Really
couldn't really,
close.
I couldn't really, but yeah,
Yeah,
basically that's
yeah.
right
That
beside the
close.
Someone, yeah.
yeah.
Paid man, like a baseball player could probably, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta hand it to your wife. She, for taking that leap with you and going all the way out to San Diego after you just get married. Yeah.
I
That's
know.
some commitment right there.
I
Impressive.
know. It's like, yeah, they wouldn't be possible without her. Super blessed. She gets it. It's been funny because we met in high school and I've always been the kid that, picked up the guitar and would play songs and
Hmm.
like at parties. So she gets it. So after that show, I was like, man, I'm gonna lock myself in my little studio until I write bangers that I love, like music that I love. So I was
Yeah.
I was writing rap songs, I was writing reggaeton songs, I was writing like all these different genres. and I started writing pop punk because I grew up listening to pop punk, and it was just a fun thing for me. But like next thing you know, I just always found myself going back to that, and I started to get some songs together. Honestly, no intentions of touring, no intentions of taking this project serious until I put out the first few songs. It was like the best reception I've ever got for any of my music.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like there's this resurgence of this scene,
Oh yeah.
like a kind of
There
a new
is.
wave, you know?
Mhm.
For a while, it was, you know, Blink and all these big bands, and then no one's in like smaller capacity rooms. But now you have like all these up and coming bands, and there's kind of a scene and a culture coming back, you know, even Warped Tour's back. So I was like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what it is. Yeah, so we dropped our first single last September, and so almost a year grinding, and we finally have our first shows this fall.
Yeah.
Playing. Where are we playing the first shows at?
So right now confirmed, we have Emo Night
Oh yeah.
in LA at the Avalon.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Okay.
so that'll be sick. I'm super excited.
I'll fucking come. I'll fucking
Yeah,
go.
no, I got yeah,
I'll go.
100%. Yeah, yeah, I got you guys on the list for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure. I'm sure you
she
guys
can't
have
go.
connects
She's on the
already.
south, but you fucking.
I
I'll go, bro.
cannot go.
Let's. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you
Exactly.
at?
She's in Kentucky.
I'm in Kentucky.
Fly out.
Fly out,
Right,
Amanda.
that's I
We
know.
got
I
fried
know.
chicken out here. No, I'm sure.
Yeah. We
Yes,
got
that's
LA
true.
street dogs.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
also have bourbon if
We'll
you
take you. We'll
need.
take you down to San Diego, where it's a lot nicer than LA. You'll get both. Yeah, and
I've
yeah,
Yeah,
been to both
exactly,
places. I do
exactly.
love
yeah.
San Diego, a little bit more
Multiple
than
tours.
LA,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
yes,
Me too. Me
yes.
too.
Yeah, I know you do too.
Me
So
too.
that's
I would
so
love
that
to go to
show's
your
confirmed, and then I'm linking up a San Diego show the day before because I'm trying to drop this album that
Hmm.
week or the next
I
or the
sold
following.
that 14 tracks, is that right?
It's down to 12. It's down to
Down to
12.
12,
I have to
okay.
update that. Good job on the research, though.
Oh yeah.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
No. Yeah. There. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing some research. I mean, I was mainly eating chips, but Amanda's doing a lot of research. She knows her shit.
Nice. Yeah. So
Thank you. Yeah,
so that's how we
so
started.
it's how you started, but tell me, I'm interested, like, how did you get into I know that We Are Okay as a pop punk band, but how did you get into reggae? Like, what
Yeah.
influenced you to wanna do reggae music? Because 'Cause I'm thinking, like, a lot of high schoolers are not like, "Slightly Stupid, reggae, that's what we need to be doing." So I'm curious, like, what got you
In
into it?
San Diego, that's the biggest genre. Like pop punk is very big, but like
Yes.
general, like you go to a
But in North
frat
Yeah.
party, something like
Carolina
that. But and I'm saying in
Every
San Diego it is, but growing up
yeah,
in North Carolina, that's insane that you've picked
yeah.
up on that. Like, yeah, what's the story there?
so basically, it's funny because it's kind of the story of my life, like being this like kid from parents from South America in the South, the Bible Belt. So I kind of was like a misfit there, and like I loved my upbringing. It was cool, and I have a lot of homies that I grew up with stuff. I was always drawn towards like skateboarding. I started smoking pot before all of my white friends. Nah. Um, but it was almost like the culture that was being personified from Southern California would come to the Carolinas via Slightly Stupid, via Tribal Seeds, via
Interesting.
Yeah,
Iration,
it's true.
bigger
Mhm.
shows.
Yep.
And yeah, I fell in love with reggae, man. Reggae actually have a reggae album done. It's a reggae and like
What?
Caribbean sounds, and it's like almost done, and it's literally going to be like my love letter to reggae because all
Heck.
my marbles are in We Are Okay now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just skateboarding, I was always kind of like skateboarding's the way that skateboarding's perceived in North Carolina is way different in Southern California. Like
Yeah.
in Southern California, you have all these beautiful skate parks. You have all these
But
like
yeah.
Mecca.
different, yeah, you have these different demographics of people, like from like hoodlums to like kids that are skateboarding when they're 3 and their parents are like, you have to do 30 kickflips before you come in the house tonight. Whereas on the East Coast, it's like straight up like a ghetto thing. It's kind of looked at
Yeah.
Interesting.
upon. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a different vibe out here. I mean, even, Kentucky's we're on the Eastern time zone, so but yes, you're right. It is a different vibe as far as what they perceive people who skateboard to be.
What
Mhm.
was your image of like before moving from North Carolina to San Diego? Had you come out and visited before? Like, what was kind of your image?
But
It
yeah,
was okay. Someone's
I
like, "Did you
surf.
see it as this reggae place, like, what was your vision of it before you moved there? Like, what'd you see it as?"
So one of my good friends when I was in college transferred from UNCW to I forgot. I don't know if it's SDSU or UCSD, but he lived in Oceanside, and I would come visit him surf. I'm a big surfer as well, and so we came out here, and I did a whole surf trip from San Francisco down to San Diego, and I just love San Diego because it has everything: surfing, sushi, tacos, reggae, and then even pop punk and like. And I'm not sure if this is like in Kentucky, but there's not that much going on. Like people don't route tours don't route through like the South
No,
like they do on
100%.
the
They do
West
not.
Coast.
Nope. Yep, you're right.
Like I could play a show in Ocean Beach, and then the next night play a show in Encinitas and have two different crowds,
Yeah,
and it's 45
absolutely.
minutes apart. Whereas on the East Coast, we were playing like Wilmington, and then drive 3 hours for the next show
Yeah.
because there's so much rural area, rural, um,
Yeah.
and
With them R's, yeah.
yeah, rural.
Rural.
Yeah, so and every time I just came to San Diego, it feels like a big Wilmington, if I'm being honest, a big Wrightsville Beach. Like Wrightsville
Yeah.
Beach kind of has that vibe in North Carolina. If you guys ever get the chance to go, it's a very special place.
Would
I've never
you agree
been.
that, San Diego is America's finest city, as they say?
Oh yeah, I
Do
think
they say
that
that?
Yeah,
I
it was the
think
city's it was our nickname until there was a bit of a scandal in the 2000s, they stopped using it, but, like, yeah, America's finest city.
That's true.
I literally have been out of town so much the past few weeks doing some like content work with one of my buddies and going back
Yeah.
to I went to New York, I went to Chicago, and the humidity just ruins the rest of the country for me now because I'm so
Yes.
spoiled in San Diego. Like it's so heavy everywhere else. So yeah, I would say it's the
That's
finest
true.
city.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
It's a beautiful
beautiful.
city. Okay, so I have to know, for your reggae band, your first one, how many members did you have? Because I just like I know like slightly stupid. There's quite a number of
Unfortunately,
like
having 13
members.
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I just
Yeah,
saw them
yeah.
in February at Innings Fest, and I was like, there's a lot of people on that stage. Like, how many people did your reggae band have versus like what you have now in We Are Okay?
So we had with my first reggae band, it was five of us,
Okay,
and
five.
then
Okay,
and then the second reggae band, Operation Culture, was yeah five. Yeah, we kept
five.
it
Okay,
basic,
so nothing. Okay,
Not so
minimal. Keep
bad.
you
it
kept
minimal.
it. You kept
Yeah,
it good. That's
I don't got
good.
that budget. I don't got that budget.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say, yeah,
okay.
yeah, you start
You're like
splitting
I
them
have slightly
cuts up,
stupid
yeah.
budget. Yeah.
How many do we have in We're Okay? Because I mean, there's 2 in all the videos, I mean, for the most
Yes.
part, it's just 2 of you guys?
So it's four of us. So basically, Wiki, my drummer, he lives in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Still, he was my drummer in
Sweet.
Operation. Yeah, Myrtle Beach, Myrtle Beach.
I've seen Myrtle Beach on Eastbound and Down, and Myrtle Beach
You,
kinda looks like Pacific Beach to me, like, it kind of feels like Southern PB to me. I've never been there, but I see it as this beautiful place I should go.
Kidding.
it's like Southern PB with a lot more butter, if that makes
Hell
sense.
Yes.
yeah, okay.
It's like country fried, but there's no
Yes.
surf.
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
That's where I met my husband, was in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
romantic, yeah.
We are, yeah, it was very
Well,
That is
romantic.
where
yeah.
at? Where'd you meet him?
At a
House of
club
Blues?
that no longer exists.
This is a
Nice.
little yeah, a little
That's
white
It's a whole
busted.
trash, which I
story.
love it.
Maybe just a little
Yeah.
bit.
But yeah, Kenny Powers is the best like representation of Myrtle Beach from
Beautiful,
Eastbound.
okay, yeah, I gotta go to Myrtle Beach then, okay. So, he's
So
in Myrtle.
so he's in Myrtle Beach, and then my guitar player is in Denver, Colorado. He just moved out there. Both of them toured with me with Operation Culture, and they're
Okay.
just like ungodly musicians. Like they're so good.
Love it.
Vicky, our drummer, he's a DACA kid.
Yeah.
He's Mexican. He loves reggae too. So like he's honestly like I honestly I think he's the best drummer I've ever met. He's because he's so good at reggae, which is such a like specific style.
It is.
And to be specific, like I love Slightly Stupid and I love all like the SoCal reggae, but my reggae band was like super influenced by like Reach reggae,
Mm,
like Jamaican,
reggae,
Yeah.
like
reggae,
island
not
reggae. Yeah, yeah,
white boy reggae, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to say it,
Yeah, yeah, I'll say it, yeah, they're my people,
Rob
I
will
say
say it
but
it.
all
he,
day long.
Yeah, yeah.
but but he was he's also rock Yeah, like he's put me on to so many bands since I started this project that I just didn't know about before. Like I didn't even know who Turnstile was until like
Oh
a
shit.
year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, and now it's like, dude, they're blowing up.
Yeah.
And so he's insane. Jordan, my guitar player, me and him actually worked at the skate park together in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Wake
He
Forest is
went
in
to.
North Carolina? I
There's
know the
another
Oh,
Wake
name
Forest
because of
wow.
somewhere else, I think.
I know the college. I've never known where the hell it is. Yeah, I just knew there was Wake
So the
Forest. Yeah.
college is actually in Winston-Salem, and Wake Forest is a
Fuck, this is
different town.
confusing. Well, now,
So
yeah, it kind of throws off
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
Wake Forest is a small town above Raleigh, where I was born, and there's a
Mhm.
skate park there for a little bit that's closed now. And I worked there from when I was like 14 to when I was 16. And Jordan, that's where I met Jordan. He's even back then he was a great guitar player. Now it's just like he's like our musical director. Like he works with me. It's like put together a set, put together practice material, making sure that like our whole system's up and going. It's been a big like labor of love. This is my third band I'm starting. That's like and like
Yeah.
you know getting the whole rig going, like getting our in-ear monitor system, like making sure that everyone knows what they're doing. And then Steven, our bass player, who lives in San Diego, who you've seen all the content, so basically when I was still kind of like messing around just writing songs, I grew up with him and I went to high school with him, and I
Damn.
sent him some of the songs because I know he could do some good screams. I knew he could do some harms. I was like, hey man, add some harms on these songs. And then he had so much fun with it and sent me so much more than I asked for that made the music so much better that I was like, hey, like come out, let's film some content for it. And so when we put it out, and then he came out to visit last year, I think it was like June 20th. We filmed content, and like while he was here, he like helped me write another 3 or 4 songs. And it was just like so natural. Like, it's like I'm a really big believer that when you're doing something in life, it has to feel natural. Because when you try to force
Yeah.
Mhm.
shit, especially in the music scene, you can get burnt out
Mhm.
so easy.
Yeah.
It's a grind. And we had so much fun, and like I looked at Steven and I was like, dude, this is sick. I wish he lived out here. He went back home, was bartending, and some guy came in and was like, oh, I heard you went to San Diego. I'm from San Diego. And Steven was like, yeah, I love it out there. I wish I could move out there. And the guy goes, I have a place for a studio for $1,000 a month available actually next month.
What?
And Steven was like, what? And so since Steven moved out here, literally like 20 days later since when he came to visit me. And then that's kind of when I was like, all right, like I'm gonna put as much as it was hard, all the work I put into Operation Culture. And it's not that like
Mhm.
that band's over. I don't think we'll ever play live again. I'll release studio stuff, but it just felt natural and I was like having so much fun. And so now here we are. So
That's
that's the four of
incredible.
us. We may add a rhythm guitar player because I don't want to play rhythm guitar. I like being a front man. I'm a big fan of like the turnstile vibe, the
Sick.
story so
Yeah.
far vibe.
Let you move around on stage. When you have that
Yeah.
guitar, you're
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
like, stuck there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It move around and just like engage for a while with my reggae bands. I played guitar, and then our last tour I didn't play guitar, and like I was able to engage with the fans so much. I'm the type of dude that doesn't give a fuck. I'll do if I see some like if I'm playing to 3 people, I'm gonna make sure those 3 people like laugh with me at
Yeah.
Love it.
least.
Yeah.
So it was a weird thing. I think it's like an ego thing putting the guitar down because it seems like I'm playing guitar and I'm singing.
I think it's part ego. I think it's also part in a way because like I played in band and I always wanted to play guitar too. Like, and my first band is a punk band. Like I'd do vocals, and then it's like I wanted to play guitar. Like it's something to almost hide behind. It's kind of like protecting you. It's
Exactly.
it's like a security blanket
Some
because
people
like
use it for that, yeah.
yeah, same thing. Like I have a show coming up in a couple months, and like I'm gonna hire a guitarist, so like I don't have to fucking play the
Yeah,
guitar. Like I'll
exactly.
it's like that just looks fun. Let me swing that bitch around. You know what I mean? Like you're busy. You know what I mean? You can't really focus on just like curating a vibe
Exactly.
essentially.
That and then also like if you guys listen to our stuff, like I'm not a normal singer. I'm not like I can't sing. Like I'm like a dude that found his voice through trial and error over many, many years of like doing stuff. Like I'm super inspired, which like I joke around with Steven about this, like I love Drake. I love
I
like
hear
hip
it.
hop.
I hear it. I fucking
Yeah,
I
hear it.
okay, there
love
you go.
I love like reggae, you know, I love like all these different genres and like it's hard for me to be like the it's a new day, but it all feels old. Like it's
Yes.
just like
You
like
cannot be yeah, the Madden Brothers. Yeah,
and I
you're like,
love
yeah.
that stuff
No.
too, but it's like a
Yeah.
blend, you know?
Oh, thank you for doing that.
You can
I
hear
think
it in
I feel like
your music though.
there's like when people do that, like it almost feels like cultural appropriation shit. You know what I mean? It's like that's not your like you're trying
Yeah.
too on the nose. Whereas like that's one thing I like about you guys right away. It's like, oh shit, like this dude fucks with hip hop, I think. Like that was my thought.
Yeah,
I'm like, there's like a Juice World and Drake
that's what
mix
I was
in there
getting
almost. Whereas
to,
like,
some
yeah,
Juice
like
WRLD vibes.
sing
I love
songy,
Juice
like,
WRLD.
yeah, no, yes, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's funny because it's almost like learning about this. Like I was so far up the reggae scene's ass for 10 years that I knew
Yeah,
nothing about like the scene with when I started this band. And so like just like it's way bigger than the reggae scene as far as like fans go. Like rock's a way bigger genre.
yeah,
And that means like gatekeepers and people with an opinion are also exist in this
that
genre, like
also is true.
heavy. And so it's been so funny, like, cause like like for me, I've gotten to the point, Rick Rubin, if I like it, it's cool. And it's become this blend, which is why I also put the guitar down because I want to make sure that like when I'm live, I'm trying to give as close to the studio record performance as I can.
I love that you're trying to do that. That's excellent. I mean, give them the experience that they're coming to see. I think that's wonderful. And you're right. This scene, yeah, it's intense. We have a lot of gatekeepers. We talk about that a lot on our show. I mean, I'm sure, like, what do you do when you get those comments and stuff? I'm sure on your social media is like, how do you engage with them? Do you even engage with them? Do you choose just to
But
ignore
yeah,
the
I
haters or
love it.
like, what do you do? You love,
I
Sick.
you
love it.
and
Yeah.
Rob would
I
vibe
live
so hard.
for it low key. I live for it low key. I'm like, I'll I think somebody else like somebody the other day I posted one of our short form performance things and somebody said, "This isn't punk. This is puss pop." And I replied to him and I said,
Sick.
I said, "Who pissed in your cornflakes?" And and then I followed him and then I liked his post and I messaged him. I said, "Hey, if you ever want to come to the show, come through. I'll send a motherfucker a t-shirt when they it's funny as hell. Like it's
Oh, I
just
love
for
that.
me, it's just like people who are out there doing like keyboard warriors, like it's more about them than it is about like whatever they're commenting
That's
on.
what I'm saying. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
there's
exactly.
something wrong. They're having a hard time. You know what I mean? They're sad inside. It is
They
what it
are.
is. Plus,
Yeah.
like yeah, you like you
Exactly.
said, like a negative review, kind of like or like you, if someone actually like talking shit, it's like made you feel something, brother. Like like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
more it's validating in its own way. Like you're feeling something. It's better than you're not caring.
I elicited a response and you didn't
Yeah.
just scroll on
Yeah,
by.
Yeah. You help the algorithm, I got another comment,
exactly
Yep.
you know?
right. Yeah.
You're like, "Thank you."
That's my thing when
Yeah.
people comment. I'll say that back to them sometimes. I'll be like, I don't know why you commented, bro. Like, you're just gonna see a lot more of this shit now. Like,
Yeah,
that's how
exactly.
like you're doing this to yourself.
You just
Yeah.
help me. But yeah, it doesn't bother me. And then also it's also like when with my old bands like on the East Coast because there wasn't like we were like always looking up to the West Coast scene. Like
Yeah.
I I had a festival that I threw with some people like 4 years in a row where like it was super grassroots and I would get like a bigger band headline and put like my reggae band under it.
Yeah.
And then same thing out here, like I kind of feel like we've had to like really fight for our own, until someone stamps you, which like, and I'm not asking anybody to stamp us that they don't want us. It's like it's the music scene's competitive out here. Like getting a show
Yes.
out here from a brand new project, it doesn't really matter what you've done before unless you're like blink and you start Angels and Airwaves, and then of course you're gonna get smaller
Yeah, it's
club
different.
rooms. But if you're like someone that hasn't super made it in the music scene yet and you're starting another project, like I've sold out Winston's with my old reggae project.
Oh
I've
yeah.
packed out the holding company. We've sold out Venice, West, and I can't get shows for my new band because it's just a new genre, it's a new thing, and I understand because the booking agents and all that they're doing their job because it's all a business. Sometimes it's hard to disconnect the art from the business, but I've been doing it for so long that it's no hard feelings.
DM me after this episode with some connects and stuff that I have in the San Diego area that are very
Big,
open to
big,
booking pop punk. Yes, but San Diego's also weird. So there was this thing. Like, honestly, in San Diego, I don't know if it's like this anymore, but through the 2000s, it's one way, very pop punk, all genres, whatever. I mean, the reggae thing is always kind of its own thing, but in terms of like alternative music, I'd say around 2009 or 2010 in San Diego, it went from being very pop punky, like I had friends that we were,
Hmm.
we were buddies in bands of mine, or friends in other bands, the guys that I played in bands with later. Like they're doing headlining shows at Soma, on the main stage and the side
Exactly. Yeah.
stage, but there was still only so many places for pop punk, anything alternative like Warped Tour esque or anything like that to play, because
Yeah.
like they weren't really booking us at, like you mentioned, like a Winston's. Holding Company was something else then. I can't remember, but like they weren't really booking you at these places. It was like you could play Soma, which is still there, but they're like they work with bigger partners now. There's the Epicenter, which is gone. There's Channel 1225, which is gone. There was Canes, which was on the boardwalk. Canes is gone. Like everything was gone. So there's only so many places to play. And like simultaneously as that happened, San Diego became, it always had like a really strong indie scene. Like the Soft
Hmm.
Pack, formerly the Muslims. We
Yeah.
had Grand Ole Party, Weatherbox, but around like 2010, it was like either you were metalcore or you
Hmm.
were like indie Coachella, like Coachella kind of
Yeah.
music. There was no
Yeah.
pop punk.
Exactly.
We were seen as a joke unless you could draw 150 people or 100, 50 to 150 people and like verifiably prove it because they'd make you sell
Yeah.
pre-sales.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like these deals are insane, and it's almost like for me, I've just like learned I'm gonna bet on myself. So right now, like so we got that emo night LA show. My boys are this DJ group called Country Night that I've helped like do some consulting stuff with. And they're doing great. It's like a DJ country. I like country because it like reminds me of like where I grew up, but it's not like my
Yeah.
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
genre of music. But they played emo night, the last one, because they're cool with them. But like to open it up, like the beginning before the actual show was started, and they plugged me, and we got that show. But with San Diego, it's been so hard. I'm working on hopefully an October 2nd hold at the holding company, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. And I joke around with Steven and with our sound engineer. Like, if I have to throw a show at a fucking Denny's on October 2nd in San Diego, I'm gonna fucking pack it out. I'm
Hey,
gonna pack it out.
do it.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wait, you could do it. You could do it too.
Have you seen the original clip of that? It's like some random hardcore shows.
Kids,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel bad. I can't remember their names, so I can't shout them out, but they're from
Yeah, me
Texas.
too.
And after Blink did it, kids on the internet gave him shit for doing it and not giving credit to the band. So they had the band open for them when they played in Houston on that
Yes, I
tour.
remember that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, they threw them a bone. Yeah, those kids,
that was
yeah,
cool though.
hardcore legends.
That was right.
Good.
That's right.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now with those shows. And then in November, we're gonna try to do an East Coast run because I know that there's like several venues on the East Coast that I can pack out. Mostly like North Carolina, South Carolina, and then Florida.
Yeah, places you still maybe have connections to from your
Places I still have
reggae.
connections, and like on the East Coast, it's more like Southern charm, like Southern niceness, like they remember
Yeah,
me, so they're gonna give me the opportunity. Whereas at the
Yeah,
West Coast, everyone's nice, but it's like, hey, this is a new band. You don't have hard ticket sales, so I understand.
yeah, it's a little bit different.
that's the thing that you have. It does make sense to a degree. I booked a show at Soma in San Diego once, and with my band, and I emailed them, was like, "Hey, these guys are in this band. They had played Soma so many times and filled it up, and they basically just kind of like gave me run of the roost. And we're like, all right, you pick the openers, you do this, you do that." We had people come and they bought tickets to the openers. There was a handful of people to see us, not enough to warrant a headlining spot on Soma side stage. But like on the books, it only showed that we sold one fucking ticket. Like
Why?
bad. Like well, because people came and they said they're there for the other band, or we guest listed people. I just
I
wasn't,
forgot they
this or
do that
that.
ask thing.
No, and I mean, but like we had a low draw in general. It's just kind of a weird night. We maybe had
Hmm.
realistically like 30, 40 people there, which not enough still, but like on paper on their thing, it showed as one, and they emailed,
Yeah,
they're like,
one.
what, like Len and Aaron, I'm sorry, you guys, they run Soma. They're like, what the fuck, Rob? Basically. And I was like, I swear, those people like look at the pictures of the crowd. They were in there when we played. Like so they're our friends. Like
They were there
yeah,
for
fuck.
us.
They're there for like I don't know. Just they got the tickets from the guys. We didn't live in San Diego, so they bought the tickets off the other bands. I don't know. I'm
I I
sorry.
just I just listened to Mark Hoppus's new book a month or two ago, and he talks about how when they were early doing the Soma shows, they would get all their friends to make sure they tell the door guy, "We're here to see Blink
Yes,
182."
because that
That's
was
So
yeah,
they
that was
so
the
knew
good.
deal. You'd
that.
have to see the name, and then
Yeah,
after like I'm sure back then it was less, but like after 15, 20, whatever tickets, you get $1 on every ticket. It was like $10 at the door. You get $1 or two after like 50 or something like that. You'd bring 200 people and you'd get like $10 kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah,
like you get like 150, split it 4 ways. Like hell yeah, bro. We're getting a case and and a quarter.
and some street meat tacos. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Street meat tacos. Yes. I do remember the tacos from San Diego
I was
when
gonna
I
say really
visited a
quickly
few
before, what
times.
are your California burritos? Are you a big California burrito guy, or are you more of a taco guy?
Man, I'm a taco guy.
Okay,
I like
what are your? Can you give me your Mount Rushmore of San Diego taco joints? Your 4 favorite spots to
taco
get tacos?
tacos El Gordo.
I knew you were gonna fucking say tacos El Gordo as soon as you said
I
that. Let's
fucking love
go.
tacos Gordo.
Let's go.
Specifically,
Okay.
the Chula Vista location, the one that's like
Wow. Okay. Okay.
that's
Real
I
ball
love
knower
that
here.
one.
Shit.
Don Ramon Tacos. It's a small place that's like right up the street from my house. I like the street meat outside of the Target near SDSU. Like like when they set up the rubber the tables outside up
Yeah.
Yep.
like
Yeah.
on the street. And then 4, it's a kind of a chain, but I like Taco Stand as well. Like Taco Stand is always like a great place to take people that like are in town. It's always really good. Have you had Taco Stand?
Which one?
There's one in Sanitas, there's one in North Park, and then I think there's
I
one in
know
Miami
the
too.
one in North Park. I don't recall going though. Because in North Park, my spot's in North Park. Saylitas was our spot. There was
I love
also like a
Salitas.
Filiberto's up the street from me kind of thing. But it's
Filiberto's
like
is good.
probably the only chance I'm ever going to get to mention this. So while I'm here, let me just say my Mount Rushmore
Yeah,
on this
run, run,
also
run,
is
run, run, run.
it's my only
What's your
chance.
hey,
Like,
hey, let me ask you.
yeah, yeah,
Hey,
let's flip around, bro.
what's your Mount Rushmore of San Diego tacos?
It's a great
Yes.
question, Flaco. I'm happy you asked that. My Mount Rushmore of Mexican joints in general in San Diego. Number 1, Vallarta's. Specifically the one in Claremont. Number 2, we're going Taco Surf. Number 3, we're going Tacos El Gordo. Number 4, what is it? I think it's called is it HJ's. It's the burrito joint right next to the Brick by Brick. Like I feel like right
I
like
feel
it's
bad
on
because people said I
Moreno
don't know where Brick by
Boulevard.
Brick is.
Brick by
I know
Brick.
it's like
You'll get to play there
yeah, I
one
know
day.
it's
It's a dump.
I
It's a dump. I played there one night on a show that was half rock, half hip hop. We were the last rock band. Then after us was hip hop. We played 2 hours late. And then the rapper after us, when he was playing, there was a shooting at like, no one got shot, but like someone like, they were shooting, like, Brick by Brick's rough, bro. But yeah,
dude,
no,
San Diego's the finest city.
yes, it's fine city. Unless you're at a hip hop show at Brick by Brick on a Friday. Yeah, you had it coming. I don't know. I feel bad. I can't think of that. I'm going to remember it as soon as this is done. Since I can't think of that one real quick, I'm going to go with the Roberto's on Convoy
Roberto's is
in
good.
Claremont.
Roberto's
Yeah, that's specific. Yeah, there's a few of them. Some are contenders, some are pretenders. I
a lot
was.
of good food on Convoy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you ever been to the Friendly, the burger joint?
Uh,
There's a few Friendlies.
oh my gosh. There's one in the North Park one.
That's where my buddy
They have this.
Brian's street team works there. He's been on our show. He
Wait,
used to
Friendlies?
do it.
Like a restaurant? The
It's
The
restaurant?
called the
Friendly.
Friendly. It's a burger joint. They are really not friendly there.
They're not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they're a
literally
little.
took my
Okay.
Yeah.
I took my buddy there that does a bunch of food content. I took him there because the burger's so good. And the way I explained it before I went, I was like, it feels like you're going to a core skate shop, and when you walk in, no
Yes.
matter
They
what you
don't.
say, it's not right. Like it's
They
not
don't
right.
want to help
Like
you.
whatever you say.
What?
But but it's also I kind of like it because
I
they're
like it.
also
I
like
love it.
they're blasting hip hop music, and it says like dollar off a beer if you shotgun it. And it's like, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
like culture stuff like that.
no alterations on the burger. They don't do that shit. No, my buddy Brian Street Team, who was on our a different show on our network here. He works at all of them. You might see him. He's a tatted up dude, real obnoxious, nice little gap in
Mhm.
his teeth there. Great hog on him. Used to do adult films. Yeah, friendly.
Nice, good for him.
Friendly top 3. Yeah, good for him. Top 3 burger joint in San Diego. Yeah, wow.
Friendly's low key. The Friendly's the best burger I've found in San Diego. Like
Only one
it
better.
is so good.
Only one better. And this might be like a nostalgia, like a personal thing. Have you ever been to Rocky's Burger?
I have not.
Rocky's in Crown Point on Ingram. That's to me the best.
I'm a big
But like
foodie.
that might be That might be like a personal
Rockies.
bias thing because that was my neighborhood. I
This
was a
is
beach kid.
this is so wild. When I think of Friendlies, I think of this, like, fast like, fast dining chain in, like, the Northeast
What
that
is it?
is friendly. They do burgers, but they also do other things too, and they're really known for, like, their ice cream and their malt shakes and stuff. It's
Oh, it's
like
like a
a
cutesy little
1950s.
Rubies thing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Friendlies. Like, I used to go there all the time, like, "Oh, Friendlies, yeah, they do sell burgers there." Not the
Yeah,
same
no,
Friendlies.
this is like
Not the
It's
same
not the
Friendlies at
same
all.
yeah,
thing.
Mm,
you're going to a skate shop with kids with like it's just a bunch of like punk kids who fucking hate you. Like they do not
Yeah.
want your business. It's kind of sick though. I kind of get off on it. It's nice. Yeah.
It's yeah. I love that type of culture because I grew up at, like working at a skate shop and going
yeah,
like just in that environment. So to me, it's like really funny. But yeah, I could see like if you're not used to that, it could probably be a little off-putting until you eat the
see?
burger, and then it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now I feel like I need to go to the West Coast again so I can experience all this stuff.
Come on out. Come on out.
It's
Come on
not
out.
the
Film some
same.
content. Like
I
he's
know,
saying.
right?
Yeah, film some content. Film some
this
Make
content.
some
October.
content.
This October.
Yeah, October 2nd. October 2nd. Well, that's the
We
San
got
Diego
yeah, we
show.
got a few
October
shows.
1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 3rd is
Yeah,
the emo night. But yeah, come out. Come out. Yeah,
October 3rd.
there we
Yeah.
October
go.
September 20.
There we go. The whole time. Just come on out. It'd be a lot of fun.
Come on out. Come on out.
I love it.
Are
Yeah.
you by chance familiar with North Carolina band? Many are saying they recently released the song of the summer, the Make Damn Sure for the New Generation, Kerosene Heights. Have you heard this band?
Yeah.
Highly recommend Kerosene Heights. They're a band from North
Garrison Heights.
Carolina, and
They
it
are.
sounds like North Carolina in the past few years has got a nice little burgeoning emo scene at the least.
Yes.
And they have a record coming out
I
on Friday,
honestly,
this Friday with on Side One Dummy Records.
I'm gonna check them out. That's good to know because I'm trying to link up shows out there too, and I was trying to
Oh,
figure
yeah, it's
out
a good idea.
what kind of pop punk emo scenes out there right now,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, hit
which
them
I
up.
don't, which I have no
They'll at
clue.
least be able to put you onto like some game and let you know who's who. You know.
Nice,
Yeah.
exactly.
They'll be good about that.
Hell
So
yeah.
speaking of that, like in terms of the scene, like how have you found like when you are trying to get into this pop punk scene in San Diego, like the reception or with other bands and things like that? Like how has that been for you, like making those connections, getting all of that together to go off and be able to put on your shows and build your fan base and everything like that?
But to be honest, it's not like the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Like I've sent DMs and emails, and I won't name different bands, like different bands and stuff, trying to get like features, like to wrap up this album. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like I said, like it's very who the fuck are you type attitude.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
Which like again, I'm not even saying that like fuck like oh fuck them like you don't like us. It's
no,
more like I understand because who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
And my philosophy is just like you'll see like when we start shows start going like I'm just
Mhm.
like a really determined person when it comes to like grassroots marketing. Yeah, people might not know my band, but I'm gonna throw the funnest pre-games before the show, and I'm gonna like go to the skate shop and surf shop and give away a gift card. Like I'm gonna do anything I possibly can to pack the show out. Uh, which is it's just my mentality in the music scene in general, not just in the pop punk scene. Is like people don't fuck with you until they can put your hands in your pot of money. Until you're
True.
profitable for them
It is
and you're able
business.
to add value, unless it's like really homey, right? Like even in the reggae scene, like I had so many friends in the reggae scene, like people that I've looked up to in way bigger bands, and like like direct contact with management, like would
Yeah.
drink with them, like would have party, like like all these connections, and it still didn't make sense for them to put us on shows only because you know it's such a and I'm kind of divided on this. Like I understand that it's one of those things that's like they only put people on shows, openers on shows if they have like the hard ticket numbers like
Yeah.
to help them bring people. But it's also like, bro, I just went to the strip club in Tijuana with you. Like let me open up a show.
Throw me a bone, man. Like
Yeah,
that was a death.
Did you go to Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, yeah.
Have we not seen what happened to Marissa Cooper and Tijuana and the
I had
OC?
a whole conversation with a buddy one time. I ran into him at a Chargers game up here, and he's like, bro, and he was talking to me about like when he was in Hong Kong, I thought and like my boy, shout out Shitty Dylan is his name. And for like the first 10 minutes, I just thought he like flew overseas to Hong Kong. And like halfway through, I realized I'm like, oh, you're talking about the big fancy strip club. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Shout out
I
Hong
went
Kong,
I
probably
went
only
for
reference on here. Yeah,
It
I
might be.
went for one time because some of my friends in the race, they were getting their dentist work done, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go eat food," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And so we went, and then we ended up at a strip club, and I was like, I'm not a strip club guy, to be honest.
no,
Like, that's not my
not
vibe.
for me.
Um,
No,
and then
like
when
a
I went to
used
Hong
car
Kong for a
dealership,
bachelor
pal.
party,
You're not tricking me into. Yeah, I'm not getting tricked by salespeople here.
but what I will say is that was around the era when I was writing different genres, and I learned so many reggaeton bangers. Like everybody else was watching the strippers, and I was like shazamming the song from the stair. Like I was like, dude, this was sick.
Like
It
with
was
Beanie Man.
funny.
Sick.
Like, who the hell is Carlos Cortez? This is a banger.
Yeah.
This is a great track. Like it
That's
comes to the
I mean,
DJ.
Yeah,
to
Like
be fair,
yeah,
yes, sometimes there's some sick music at the strip club. You
yeah.
can Shazam that and find out. I get you. I understand that completely. But kind of on that note, we talked
on the
about you're
note of
writing
strip
different
clubs.
genres. Yeah, not on the note of strip clubs, on the note of you're writing
Was it
What's your
different
top
well?
genres.
favorite strip clubs in San Diego? No, I'm sorry.
I've
I'm sorry.
only been to one
Oh,
because I had a friend dancing and I went and it was the weirdest thing ever
Yeah,
watching. It's weird.
that's
Yeah,
it's
so
it's
yeah.
sweet of you.
wasn't for me.
No judgment. It's just not my vibe. It's just not
Yeah,
my vibe.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, good for those girls. Make that fucking money. Trick them dudes. But like, yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
them
exactly.
dudes. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, Amanda,
But
sorry to cut
on
you
in
off. Yeah.
regards to no, you're fine. To writing different genres. So as you're exploring your music, and figuring out what you want to write, so what bands, like, do you have any like bands you could pinpoint to that really inspired you in terms of like writing to the pop punk genre? Like anyone that you really just like gravitated towards either their lyrics or the way they played, anything like that?
My homie Max Bell, Hirie's friend. He's a front of house guy. He's done like all these big. He's a great front of house guy. Uh, Reggae bands front of house. He's Hirie's front of house. The band that my brother works for. He put me onto the story so far, like a few years. I've known him
Yeah.
since Wilmington. He put me on the story
Okay.
so far, like probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And before I even started this, and like just to be super honest and vulnerable, like I've battled with super bad depression the past few years. It was
Okay.
really weird. It was something that I'd never experienced in my life.
Mhm.
I have gnarly ADHD
Mhm.
Blade.
that
Yeah.
I was like, I never learned how to manage right to be a functioning adult in society, especially like while chasing all these dreams and having to be
Yeah.
fucking, an adult. And the story so far, like all their music and then their new, and it just like the timing with the new album too, like
Yeah.
I'm used to being by myself. Like dude, it just hit me so hard. Like I
Yeah.
love that album. And then I even found the no pressure. I like No Pressure better than Story so far, low key, like
Yeah.
very good. And then as far as like there's all these like the new wave homies, like the super sometimes new aesthetic, like those kids crush. Like I
Yeah.
haven't met them yet, but they're like I respect the hell out of them. Like I love their music. Same thing with like the Paradox and all that. Growing up, Sum 41, love Sum 41, love
That's
Good
pretty one.
Charlotte, love
Yeah.
Blink
Yeah, GC.
182. Grew up like on a bunch of like skate songs that were like Bad Religion,
I didn't
Yeah.
Ramones,
say yeah.
Mhm.
just yeah,
Yeah.
like all these different stuff that like I listened to when I was from like 11, really heavy from when I was like 11 to 15, and to revisit it again when I was 30 and start this band and shit. It was like, damn, this is funny. It's a full circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just weird. I mean, same. Like I feel like we're kind of in the same age range. Like I just turned 36, and it's the same thing. We're like
I just turned
we'll talk.
33.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, okay, you're like 2 or 3 years younger than me. Okay, that makes sense. And is younger than both of us. She's 31. What was I gonna say? Is like, yeah, same thing. We're like, it comes up a lot. Like even like in our, we have a group chat with a bunch of friends that do similar stuff, and it's like they'll
Yeah.
mention these pop punk bands from the 2010s. I really did not
Yeah,
listen to most of them because it was like I kind of was like
Same. Yeah.
I went away. I was like,
I
no,
was low key.
I like
Yeah,
Bruce Springsteen. I'm into this. I'm into that. I was in a band, so I was
Trying
busy
different
worrying
stuff.
about my own music and not trying to listen to music that like I was trying to get inspired by other stuff and this and that. I didn't identify with it as much, even now listening to it, but like I just was so far away from it. And then yeah, like the last couple of years, even like I feel like my evolution has happened like literally on the internet where I've kind of mentioned these things. Then eventually it was like, all right, we're going home. You need to go home. This is your
Yes.
culture. You had your time
Yes.
away. We were like I said, like
Mhm.
I was a skate punk kid. You're a pop punk kid. You're like a ska. Like you
Yes.
got to go. You got to go home,
You're
brother.
a misfit,
Yeah,
bro. You're
yeah,
a
exactly.
misfit,
Like
Yep.
bro.
yeah,
Accept
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Like
That's dude. That's exactly how I feel. Honestly, it's funny because like writing all this stuff. Something my mom brought up like an old picture album from like a trip we took when I was 11 to Spain, and
Yeah.
I literally have like Volcom sweatbands. I'm like throwing like rock ons in every picture. Like I'm wearing shirts with like funny comments that sound like something Blink would say. And I
Yes.
just remember like that was the era that I had like a CD player, and I was just like listening to Chuck and what was Young and the Hopeless? I explained. Good Charlotte.
yeah,
Yeah,
Good Charlotte,
whatever
Young
Yeah,
and
that.
Young
Yeah,
and
Hopeless.
the
Yeah,
Hopeless, yeah.
both
those
came
are
out around
those
like
are
oh 02 or so.
Yeah.
those are
Yeah,
the only two
you're in
CDs
my
I
turn.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's full circle.
That is truly full circle, yeah. And you talk a lot about, like, in your bio on your website about, being the misfit who never fit in and, so you're almost creating that space for anyone else to realize that We Are Okay is a band for those people who never quite fit in and coming around full circle. I think we all have experienced that. I know Rob and I have, where we tried different stuff in our 20s musically and
Experimented. Yeah.
then eventually, yeah, we tried to get involved with different genres and then eventually found ourselves back where we
Yeah. I
really
was indie
belong, which
curious.
is
Yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
so
indie
was
curious.
I. I
I was,
tried a lot of indie rock, and I was
I was
like,
pop curious.
"No, yeah, not for me. It's not gonna work." Yeah, so in regards to writing your music, you had mentioned that you work a lot with Steve and who also is his name was Snow Dreamer? Is that his, like,
Yeah, so that's his music
his
name, his music
it's like
project.
okay, alias? Okay, gotcha, okay. So are you guys primarily the songwriters then? You guys are writing
Mhm,
the lyrics and composing? Okay, gotcha.
mhm.
Okay. You're composing and everything like that. Yeah, do you put a lot of yourself in your lyrics then when you're working on that? Like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
obviously, talked about, you've been going through depression, especially and I can imagine that is the case when you're moving, trying to change things that, your life around as far as, like, what you're gonna do with your music. I can imagine a lot of change can really put that on you and make that difficult. So how do you, like, try to express that creatively?
Well, it's funny because it's almost like going back to the misfit thing, and it's just like
Mhm.
it's like a reoccurring theme in my life. When I was when I've been in these bands, like these bands weren't making money.
Yeah.
I have a wife, I have to make a living, I gotta put food on the table as well. Like she's a nurse, a supervisor, so she makes a decent coin.
Yeah.
We just had our first baby in December.
Got out first baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, like a few years ago, like when I got super depressed, I was working this work from home corporate job with some of the nicest people I've ever met. It
Yeah.
was based on the East Coast and in the Bible Belt. I was making great money. I had like 5 clients on the side that I was doing branding work, and like I do like creative
Nice.
direction, branding work, and graphic design and stuff like that. Like I've always been like entrepreneur at heart. So I was making bank, and I was the most depressed I'd ever been. Like I was like I felt so ungrateful almost. Like that's like the key, like the misfit things. I felt like I was doing everything right. Like I had took this dream, Joe moved to San Diego, like, kind of felt it withering out, like, felt the reggae band withering out, and I'm just kind of like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do what's right and work hard, make money, and just make music a hobby. And I got just so fucking depressed. And like I finally one day through some therapy and through finally like I think just cracking and and I'm not even like I was like battling like some Adderall addiction bullshit. I was like trying
Yeah.
so hard to keep up with society.
Yeah.
And then I finally like when I finally let go of other people's expectations and just like remembered that I enjoy being the misfit. Like that's like it's like if you enjoy being the misfit, then you're gonna see so many different things in life because people that aren't scared to get out of their comfort zone, like when you're a misfit, you're always out of your comfort zone in every social group. That's how I've always felt.
Yeah.
Whether it was work, whether it was friends, whatever. Like even at the skate park, like,
You kind of like it that way though?
I love it that way.
Yeah. Right. You kind of like yeah. You kind of like it. Yeah.
Oh, I've always loved it that way growing up. Like I remember my skate park friends would make fun of me for playing ultimate frisbee with my white friends from high school that played golf, and then my golf friends and my white friends from high school would make fun of me because I like hung out with all these like hood rat skate kids, but I was the kid that when my parents go out of town, I'd throw a party and I would invite everyone, you know? And so it'd be like this clash of culture in North Carolina of like,
There's a
like,
movie there. There's a movie
Yeah.
there.
low key.
I like this
Yeah.
movie there.
It's, and yeah, and it was always something that I was proud of and felt. And I think the reason that I got depressed was because I was fighting it. I think
Yeah.
I was trying to finally, grow up and do this person that I finally need to be. I can't be 30 and be chasing bands anymore or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's bullshit, man. We only got one life. And as soon as I quit that job and as soon as I
Yeah.
started focusing on this, like I said, natural, everything feels so much natural now.
That's a beautiful thing, Flaco. Thank you for eloquently putting that the way you
Weirdly
did.
related.
'Cause
I feel like I'm looking into
yeah.
a mirror with you sometimes. Like everything you said, you're like, oh, the
No, yeah.
attention, getting stuff done. It's not
100%.
affect my day, like the outsider thing, brother. In school, for example, I played on the football team, but I was also in punk bands and friends with those kids. And like I went to school in Alberta, Canada, where it's like basically North Carolina, like the redneck kids. It's like, oh, you're hanging out with the weird people under the stairs, but you're a football kid. And it's like the weird kids under the stairs, are like, oh, but you're a jock. In America, I'm a Canadian.
Yeah.
In Canada, I'm an American. In LA, I'm a San Diegan. In San Diego, I'm a LA guy.
Yeah,
It's like, but it's
exactly.
kind of enjoyable. It's kind of like I can be on the outside and I can kind of I can own it from this. I've learned to use it to my advantage. Like very relatable fucking guy. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hang out with you in person.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. 100%. Yeah. Even like, I'm too gringo for the Latinos and I'm too
Yeah,
Latino for
right.
the gringos. Like,
So
Yeah.
yeah,
cause
you're
it
There's
you're
was
no
you're
like,
perfect
not
damn.
quite
mix.
enough of
Okay.
anything. You're a bunch of things. Like we talk about Canada, it's like, well, I'm not really
Yeah.
Canadian. If you start talking like San Diego, even like I love the Padres. You grew up diehard Charger fan. I will hype
Go
San
Padres.
Diego up, but it's like I'm not really. We're a Padres fan. You say
Yeah.
Raiders? You
Go
say go.
Padres all day.
I thought you said I was. You're a Raider
No.
fan
Oh,
too,
I
though,
love
right?
the
I'm not even
Raiders.
oh, yeah, that's weird, but I can't. I'm upset. Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
Raiders fan.
that's tough. I'm
I'm
a Charger fan, but as long
I'm
as
a
we're
Raiders
both,
fan
as long as
because
you,
when I moved out here, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when
yeah, no,
I moved,
important
I
stuff.
never really got into the Panthers.
Okay.
Okay, in North Carolina, I never went to a
Yeah.
game. They always sucked. And then I moved to the West
They
Coast, and I was like, all right,
yes.
I'm gonna pick an NFL team. And I wanted to pick the Chargers, but they weren't in San Diego anymore,
They
and that
already
kind of
moved by
like
that point.
rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and I love the Raiders because they're fucking misfits, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
like, when you tell someone you're a Raiders fan, people are like, you're what? That's weird.
Deplorables. Yeah, yeah. As long as as long as we both agree, fuck the Broncos, I can live with Raider fan stuff. As long as we all hate the Broncos.
You cut out for a second.
Yeah, you cut out
Oh,
for a
hold
second,
on.
Rob. For you talk about the Broncos?
Not the
Yeah,
Broncos.
not the Broncos.
Who do you
No.
like?
Oh, well, so I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. So I
Bills
tend
fan.
to what? I kind of am, yeah. I mean, living in
Bills.
Kentucky, we don't have a professional sports
Yeah.
team. So depending on where you're located, you're either going to be a Cincinnati Bengals fan, which,
Sorry about
they've
that.
done okay this past year. Oh, you're good. Or you're just like UK football. So there we go. Or, I think UK baseball. But yeah, Cincinnati Reds too. Everyone likes the Reds here in Kentucky because that's about as close as we're going to get.
Aren't
That's what
Eagles
we got.
fans like gnarly and rude?
They
Those
sure
fans
are.
are
I went to
gnarly.
school in
Yeah,
Philadelphia, and it is a
Philadelphia's a
trip
fucking
to
dog.
experience a Phillies game. Well, even like the Phillies. I went to a lot of just the Phillies, like the baseball team. Now they're not as bad as the Eagles fans. They're fine. Pre-gaming at a
Still
Phillies game,
deplorable.
lots of
Yeah,
fun.
but yeah.
Eagles is intense. Okay, Rob. Rob has a hatred for Philly right now. So every time I bring it up, it's
That's
always
funny.
a thing
Flacco,
for him.
before we really wrap up, I have
Oh
one
my
really
god.
serious question here. Let me ask you: when the Padres win the World Series in our lifetime,
Go for
and
it.
they will you help me flip my friend Robert Nealman's car? Because I've been saying for years,
Is
when
it
we win
cutting
the
out
World
for you as
Series,
well?
I'm
Yeah,
flipping
he
it.
is.
Am I
Wait,
cutting out?
Rob,
Hold on.
repeat yourself. You're cutting out.
I'm on the edge of my seat for this question.
Okay, hold on.
I
Hold
don't want to
on.
know what the Padres are gonna do.
Hold on.
I'm so curious. Hold on, Rob. Nope, now he froze. Nope, he's back. Rob, can we hear you? We cannot hear you. Can you hear him, Flaco? Okay. Usually, yeah, we need this question. Usually I can kind of like predict the question he's gonna ask, but in this case, because it's about the Padres, I cannot do that at all. So while we wait, I gotta ask, the artwork behind you, is that your artwork? Because you said you're into graphic design.
It's artwork I've collected throughout the years. Like
Oh,
this was my first band's album that my homie painted.
nice.
My boy Brown Bear took a
Yeah.
picture of this guy. He was an old school Mexican boxer. This is a
Uh-huh.
hotel and a surf spot. My
Nice.
mom's painted a bunch of these. Yeah, so I'm a big art guy. I love art.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Really helps you that?
Yeah, if you're ever in San Diego, come through. This is so basically I have this is like my studio.
Yeah, yeah, let's see the studio quick.
It's like it's in the garage, but
Nice, 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 nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically we got the whole studio.
There's
See what's
me.
up there, you guys. But yeah, I made this like I try to make this like place with Steven actually helped me a lot. I make it as comfortable as possible so that my goal is once we get this up and going and the system for touring
Mhm.
and these records for WEAREOKAY, my goal is to help other bands and other artists
I love that.
up and going. But
Okay.
it's a long patient game, you know, it's a
Well,
long like
yeah,
at
it
one
always
point
is.
I was like rushing. I was like doing podcasts, I was doing everything like same time and now I realize like all right, I'm putting all my marbles until we are okay until it starts
Yeah.
turning.
Yeah. Oh, you were trying to do your own podcast as well, trying to do like that on the side?
I filmed like 5 of them.
Shoot.
Yeah, I didn't put them out because I was being a perfectionist and I was also like
Mm,
doing like editing content at the same time and like, working and eventually they'll come out and eventually like, I'll get that all going again. But yeah, this is Steven Felice headquarters. We are okay headquarters. If you guys are in San Diego, come by. I got a cool little
I'd love to
spot.
have yeah.
We good? Can you hear me now?
No.
Damn it.
Ross Clark.
Wait.
I heard
Can
you
you
for
hear
a
me?
second.
Can you
I
hear
Yes.
heard you for
me?
a second.
Are we
Heard you
good?
for a
Are we good?
second.
Are we good?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Are we good?
I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes.
Good for your last question, maybe.
Yeah, sick. Okay, serious question. When the Padres win the World Series in our lifetime, which they will you help me flip my friend Robert Nealman's car?
Oh my God.
Not only will I help him flip the car, I will put myself through a table WWE style.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'll match you on a table there. Let's fucking go. That's what I like to hear. Okay, God
I'm
bless.
so glad
Let's fucking go.
that was the
That was
last
worth,
question.
yeah,
That was
worth the wait,
fantastic.
worth the wait. Yeah.
Let's
Anyways,
fucking
yeah,
go.
yeah. I've been telling
Hell
him for
yeah.
years, Robert Nealman, when Chargers or Padres, I've seen 0 championships in my life, and all I care about are these teams. When we win one, Robert Nealman's car, it's getting fucking flipped. I tell him every
Let's fucking
time
go.
playoffs come around, I'm like, brother, you better call your insurance company, up them.
What kind of car you got? What kind of car you got? What kind of car you
I
got?
don't have a car. My car got stolen, but Robert Nealman has a Hyundai.
That motherfucking Hyundai is getting flipped.
Yeah,
Let's fucking
yeah,
Yeah,
go.
we
they're
got
easy
it.
flip. You can
You
do
hear
it.
that,
We all
Robert
could do
Nealman?
it.
I love you, buddy. Okay. Thank you.
Let's
Yes,
go.
Yeah.
great.
I'm so
All right, I
glad we
got
got
nothing
that
else,
on
Amanda.
record.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, you're good. Yeah. So, Flaco, the album that you're working on, when can we expect that, or do we have a date yet?
So right now, I'm like grinding to get final uh stems to get to my mix because everything's pretty much it's all the songs that are out already, plus a few more that we've been working on, like
Mm-hmm.
7 more. And
Yep.
I'm hoping to get it out the day of that emo night show. If not,
Sick.
it'll be the following week.
Love it. And then that's October 3rd, right? Your emo
It's
night,
October
LA.
3rd.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
In
For
LA
anyone
at the
listening or watching.
Avalon. Hell
at
yeah.
the Avalon. Let's go.
Yes, I love
I
it.
will be there.
Very
We
Yeah,
are
good.
okay. We'll be there. Come on out, everybody listening who's in this general fucking region.
let's fucking
Yes.
go.
I got
Yeah,
you.
go have
Let's
some
go.
Kentucky,
fun.
come on out.
Come on out, Amanda. Come on
I'm
out.
gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best.
The kid,
See
there's a
how far I can
bunk
work
bed
it out.
in the kids' room. You can have both bunk beds. I'll make sure the kids aren't here. You could, yeah,
I get
you could
2
trade. You
bunk
can have my
beds?
room.
Why do
I'll
I
take
need
the
2
bunk
big
beds.
beds?
There's 2 there. You have options. I don't know. I'm just trying to be accommodating. There's a Hilton down the
Thank
street.
you, Rob.
I don't know. Yeah. The futon, Benji sleeps on. I think he's peed on it a couple times. I don't know. You don't want, yeah.
That I don't want to
Yeah.
Thank you,
I'm
Rob.
trying to be accommodating. I don't know. Okay. Anyways.
Oh my gosh, awesome. And then, Flaco, where can everyone find you if they want to check you out on social media, your band, and learn more?
Yeah, we are okay.
At Yeah, We Are Okay.
Yep,
Perfect.
easy as that.
Awesome.
Simple
I
enough.
appreciate you
Love it.
guys.
Yes,
Appreciate the work. Y'all are spreading culture. Y'all are helping out bands and shit too. So I appreciate you
of
guys
course.
for real.
Thank
No
you for
problem at all.
coming
Happy to
on.
do it.
And And legit, I'm gonna come out to the emo night show because you're in LA here, right?
100%. I'm gonna message you and get y'all's instas and
I'm a
get your
bug
number and
you.
stuff.
I'm a bug you
Okay.
for yeah. I'm gonna send over some San Diego contacts and the like as well too.
Help each other out.
100%.
Like San Diego pop punk bands, like gotta have them on the show. This is San
Let's
Diego's the
fucking
home of
go.
pop punk. Yes, there's great stuff other places,
It
but
is.
between Tony Hawk and Blink 182 and shit, I mean, even like Shaun White, like alternative skate culture, extreme sport
There's
culture. San Diego's the fucking mecca.
Yes.
have you heard I'm gonna Thrown Away?
Thrown away.
Dude,
No.
there's these kids that like I've only DM'd them and stuff. I tried to get them to open up a show and they weren't able to. The show didn't even happen, but they're called Thrown Away. They're from San Diego. Bro, they're good.
Okay, I
Thrown
got them
away.
Check
written
them out.
down here. My
Write them
favorite
down.
San Diego band right now, for the record, besides We Are Okay, is Aren't We Amphibians. Check them out.
Aren't we
They
amphibians?
have a new
I'll check
record
them out.
coming out
Aren't we
in about a
amphibians? That's
month.
right.
They're on PNWK Records, I believe. Yeah, they played the Soda Bar like a month ago.
Oh, nice. I live right by the soda
I
bar.
was gonna say
I'm
you're
trying
right
to,
by the Soda
yeah,
Bar. Yeah.
yeah. If you got a contact
I,
there, they're not answering my email. The
I was just say
cul-de-sac soda
I had
bar.
the worst. I had the worst night show experience of my life. You ever have one of those like those nightmares where you all of a sudden forget how to play? My old band, we were playing a show there, and we had a bass player that was like a friend of ours who was a singer in a band. So we taught him to play the songs on bass. He was tuning up on his pedal. He didn't realize that the letters on the thing were the notes. He just sees it get to the middle of the tuner. He's like, "Oh, the string's in tune," but he's tuning, the E string to a C or something like that. So he's so out of
Dude,
tune. It's awful.
Ooh.
I got too drunk. I threw up outside the venue. Our front man,
classic.
he declared on Facebook that like, thank you to everyone that's been part of my career, Robb, Garrett, this or that, like or Grant, like this and that. But I'm retiring from music. Like, I got kicked
It
out of
was
the like it
that
was a
bad.
whole thing at the soda bar. So like I don't know if I got a great connect there right now, brother. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I want to throw a
Fucked
show at the
up.
beach anyways. I'm a beach
Right.
kid.
Yeah. No, I was
Beach
gonna say,
show would be amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, get you at
Awesome.
710 Beach Club. Let's fucking go.
Bro, let's go. I appreciate
All
y'all
right.
for real.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you so
on,
much,
man.
Flaco. Yeah.
Good
Thank you for
shit.
coming on.
Y'all
Later,
take
bro.
care.
See you later.
Thanks, man.
Hey guys, again, thank you so much for watching. If you weren't aware, this show is a part of the Never a Phase Network, a collective of creators keeping the spirit of the scene alive. You can discover more shows and creators like this one at neveraphasenetwork.com and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Never a Phase Network. Long live NapNet.